Credit card debt may have on your knees as you suffocate on the never-ending fees and additional interest. It truly feels like you're trapped, don't you think? But that's only because you don't secure your credit well enough, leading to a bad credit rating. And ultimately, grave consequences follow. However, there's always a way to provide yourself the peace for the security of your credit card debts. And in this video, I will share you with some tips on how to pay off your debt quickly and easily. Welcome to the Quantum Wealth, where the road to success begins. Before starting with the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and comment below your thoughts for today's video. Now here are the fast and easy ways to pay off your credit card. Let's begin. At number 5, paying the highest balance. Paying your debt with the highest balance is the quickest approach in dealing with your credit card. It's aggravating that you have an obligation that haunts you. The main thing about sustaining debt is the additional cost you bring about. In a case wherein you own different cards, the fastest way to reimburse them is to begin with the best return. With this, you will be able to decrease the sum you owe every month, allowing you to spend the majority of your focus on the principal. If you only have one credit card, all you have to do is create the biggest monthly payment you can bear until you pay the whole amount. While, if you have more than one, begin by paying the minimum debt every month due on every one of your credit cards, assuming that you have multiple cards. Then, after that, settle on an installment procedure. First is avalanche technique. Although this technique can longer pay off your debt, you will be paying a loan with the highest interest rate, which enables you to pay off your installments much faster, and you can even save on interest. Second is a snowball strategy. This technique is opposite to avalanche technique, as this procedure begins with paying money with the smallest debt, then moving on to the next with a higher amount. Next, breaking debts into segments. Breaking down your credit card debt into segments is the next step. It's sometimes alarming to see your credit card piling up. This could easily stress people out, which could lead to avoidance of debts. Fortunately, there are ways and means that you can work out to manage your credit card debts. Well, separating your debts into more sensible segments can aid you in managing your debts quicker. Yet, it can also bring you the start of your debt end process, assuming that the huge amount of balance has been dissuading you from making any sort of payments. An example of this is turning your $50,000 debt into 5 segments of $10,000 rather than paying the whole sum. Moving on to borrowing money from family or friends. Asking cash from your family or friends is another procedure that can help you manage your credit card debt. Well, it might be worthwhile when you borrow money from your family or friends, but sometimes this could lead to problems, which in most cases is mainly about paying the debt after the due date. When borrowing money from a family member or a friend, you must consider the interest rate, the money you borrowed, and the due date to get things sorted out before problems arise. You may ask, how to ask for financial assistance from family or friends. After the negotiation you have made with a family member or your friend, you have to figure out ways to give yourself the upper hand. Remember, if it's all about money, almost anyone is careful. In times when you are gathering to pay a debt you owe, seek a family member or a friend to take care of a bill instead of paying you. Rather than stressing off on how the money is spent, they will see for themselves how the money is spent. Reaching them while you take care of your debt will assure them that their money is well taken care of. Assuming you're paying in segments, ask them to check if they have already gotten every one of your reimbursements. In this way, it will keep any conflicts from arising about the money you owe them. If you are behind schedule with your debt, inform them as early as possible and explain to them why, to allow them to understand when they can accept their money. The main thing about borrowing money from someone is constant communication. Don't hesitate to tell them what is happening, the thing you need, and your plan on how you can pay someone back. This will not only make the person you're borrowing trust you, but it will also be advantageous for you in the future when you make investment opportunities. Second to the last, integrating credit cards. Integrating your credit card debts will get you to limit your interest costs from your current credit card debt. With this approach, uniting all of your credit card bills into an exclusive debt essentially will cost you less of the interest rate intended. This approach will lead you to save more money and pay your debt off faster. Since money lenders regularly offer this type of debt at a lesser financing cost rather than a credit card, assuming you pay the installment in a period of 3 to 7 years. On to our last one, making more money. To pay off your debt faster is making more money. People constantly talk about paying off their debts, but they only occasionally notice how to bring in more additional cash. Well, this approach is the best procedure for paying off debts quicker. There might be some events that hinder someone from paying their debts. People cannot get money every month to tidy up their sum, which drives them to be interesting. Supporting your income with 1 or 2 jobs such as freelancing, you can use this additional cash to pay off your debts quickly. Course making, social media manager, and whatnot are simple ways to begin and will aid you in covering some of your bills. In addition, making additional money and putting it toward your installment can ensure that you are free of debt quickly. The future is all in your hands. That wraps up today's video for the fast and easy ways to pay off your credit card. We hope you find this video helpful, and if you liked today's video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you at the next one.